abundance, and gratitude to all. Check this out. I've been meant to post this.
Did you see this? How bizarre. That's going viral in the United States. People, there are hundreds of videos showing the tick infestation, which they are transmitters of Lyme disease. It's something like that, never before seen, all right? Right? The farmers in the United States are in shock. Everything you are seeing here is ticks. And the tick is the transmitting vector of Lyme disease. Every year they make a forecast, or rather a prediction of how it will be, the tick season. Because when spring starts, that's when ticks start to reproduce. And then they make a forecast here. So look here. It's the March forecast. It's fairly controlled. Now look at the forecast for April. Look at this. The entire country taken over. Look here, over there on the side towards California, Nevada. I'm going to tell you something. This isn't normal, no. And how do I know so much about ticks? How do I know about this story? Because I have extensive experience caring for stray animals and with tick infestations. Do you think the situation in Europe is different? It's not different. It is one of the biggest outbreaks ever observed by the health authorities of countries in the northern hemisphere. So we are expecting here now in April, as the weather warms up, an outbreak of all this. I told you in the videos of the farmers in the United States, it is already beginning. There are several types of ticks. Only some types transmit Lyme disease. But there is a very bizarre thing happening precisely because of this outbreak. Pfizer, the pharmaceutical company, has just launched a vaccine that has 70% efficacy against Lyme disease. This is in every newspaper you can imagine. What's most interesting, the crazy part, is that they release a vaccine exactly when we are expecting the biggest tick outbreak in the history of humanity. This is the vaccine. It is just awaiting FDA approval, which is the health authority of the United States, and soon it will be available worldwide. And I thought it was good. That part about the vaccine I thought was good. But I just wanted to ask you, how do they do that? Because I've already seen this elsewhere on the cover of the Economic Magazine for 26. Look, this portion here is the portion that represents the month of April of 2026. And look there, vaccine, medicine pill. Last year when I analyzed this cover here, I said, folks, they are going to discover a cure for some disease. At some point, this should happen there. From mid to late March to early April, the launch of this cure. And folks, look at that. Look at that. How do they know everything that will happen in the exact way it will happen? Lately, I've been wondering because you know people, which isn't my case, okay? I have contact with street animals. I help street animals. I know that there really is a tick outbreak at this time, but no, nothing like what will happen in this year of 2026. The health authorities are saying that they have never seen anything like what is going to happen as soon as the weather warms up, because actually here in Europe, the weather is colder than normal for the season. So ticks don't reproduce as much, but if there's that heat spike, it already starts. So I got to thinking, isn't the increased reproduction of these ticks precisely to justify that vaccine? Or is it just a scientific advance? Because I don't know if you all know, but Lyme disease is awful. It is extremely dangerous, and the thing is, everything depends on how long the tick stays attached to your skin. So if you live in the northern hemisphere, if you have contact with nature, if you go hiking, these things, be very careful. When you get home, take a look at your clothes to see if there's nothing hanging, to see if there's nothing on your body, because this is very serious, my people, and get ready. Did you see?
Like I said, everything is inside of your genetics, your DNA. So-called black people can go inside the woods, can go in nature. We don't attract lice, ticks. We don't do none of that. Here we go. Deer, specifically white-tailed deers, are the primary animals that attract and transport black-legged ticks, deer ticks, which carry Lyme disease. Other major carriers includes rodents, mice, squirrel, chipmunks, birds, raccoon, and pets like dogs and cats, which bring ticks into close contact with humans. If you look at all of those animals right there, and then you look at the DNA that human shares with animals, it's in the lactic acid, the butyric acid inside of the body, the blood. It already has a toxic taste that ticks love and lice love. That's why they're trying to get ahead of this now, because all types of things are going to be taking place with them. False flags are on their way. Abundance and gratitude to all.